Make it happen. Let me get a stroked out Mersh impression. Don't forget the vape pen. All right, hold on. I got to work on this. It's not good yet, but we'll get there. Hold on. And then female cop. Cop. Female cop. I don't know.
Give yourself an aneurysm.
I know. I felt like I was going to die for a second.
You were redding up like crazy. Like right now, I'd almost think you're Native American. Jesus, man.
Well, here, throw a soda bottle on the side of the road, and if a tear drops down my face,
then we know.
Then you'll know.
Then we know.
Oh man, I'm actually like my heart hurts a little from doing that. That was difficult.
The stroked out impersonation.
I gave all for a $5 donation. I'm a dude.
You almost literally stroked out doing an impersonation of someone stroking out. All right.
Yeah. By the way, King of All Yetis says, you're not married anymore, retard. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't explain the law well enough. So in Minnesota, any of your communications you had during your marriage can be
spousal
privileged. So like, even though we're not married anymore, we haven't texted or communicated at all since we were divorced. I told my last text to her is, I can't handle this gaslighting and this bullshit. Let's communicate through my lawyer. And that was it. I knew that she was kind of being controlled by Nick in the whole divorce thing when she asked me to sign an NDA. I was like, what are you talking about, an NDA? We're getting divorced. We're not breaking a contract for, the Blaze.
Fucking Crowder? What?
Yeah, exactly. She tried to Crowder me. And I was like, oh, that's Nick. Like, this was before they got arrested, obviously. And after the arrest, nobody was asking for the NDA. Once they were, news stories, can't really get an NDA after that. But even my lawyer was like, because I was thinking about doing it, and my lawyer's like, that dude, no, we're not doing a fucking NDA. That's dumb. That's stupid. There's no reason to. He goes, I've done divorces for people with way more money and way more fame. And I'm like, well, easy. Don't hurt my feelings. And he goes, and they didn't have NDAs. He goes, this is him trying to pull some bullshit. We're not doing that. So I said, okay, we're not doing it. Then they got arrested, and that all went away. No NDA anymore.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, clearly Nick didn't want me talking anything, because we know now how much Nick thinks about, your boy. And he was like, no, April, what we have to do. And I'm sure that what Nick was doing was telling April, like, no, it's best for you if you do an NDA. You want to do an NDA, so he can't say anything about you. When in reality, Nick's just trying to get her to do things. Like, Nick uses people as chess pieces. He's shitty at chess, but he sits there and he does that. And he goes, oh, no, this will be good for you, when really it's what he wants. I mean, it's boilerplate mental illness. But, we can, an NDA, I mean, only a cokehead would think to go, before we get divorced, we should do an NDA. No, thank you. No, thank you. Klopogram says, Aaron, there is a rumor going around. Ooh, I love rumors. That April is taking the fall for Nick and Kayla because of the kids. That's why she's been taken to all these lavish events. No.
Right. She's gonna fall on the sword for 5 kids that she hasn't known, as well as the 3 kids she abandoned for them. Right. Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen. Well, first of all, the county and the state would never allow it. They didn't find the drugs in April's house. They found drugs on her belongings, and they found, basically that literally they had drugs with her name on them. But she can't take the fall for them. Like, they're not going to allow it, essentially. I don't know where that rumor came from, by the way. Like, if she pleads guilty to 5th-degree possession, the state of Minnesota is still going to go to Nick and Kayla. Now, about your ounce. All they'll do for April if Nick's trying to talk, like, she can't plead guilty because then that implicates Nick and Kayla.
Right.
And if Nick's still fighting, the only problem is if April has her own attorney, and she does, he might instruct her wisely, be like, take this deal, testify, restart your life, get the out of there. Bigot on socialist media says it was created fantasy by a sweeper. Oh. That's why she keeps putting out with wonderful people. Oh, why she's like kissing up to everybody on Instagram? No, I think she's just trying to put on a smiley face. Wow.
Public persona.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, the shit's falling down around you. Your world is completely collapsed. Everything is. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Just be depressed all the time? No, you're going to try and pick yourself up a little bit. But you're not ever going to be able to be truly happy and real happy instead of putting on a face happy until you get away from these people who have ruined your life. Your move. I'm just waiting on April to be out with Nick sporting their matching AIDS leg lesions. Yeah. What the fuck were those sores on your leg, bro? It couldn't be from bug bites. You guys are all vampire white. You haven't been outside. So where the fuck are your leg sores coming from, bro?
I imagine that mosquito would OD the minute they bite. Like the minute they start drawing blood from Nick, it's just too much alcohol and cocaine content, and they just die.
Mad Move says she really should pull back from Nick like your hairline did. It's just smart. I would rather have the widow's peak right now than that giant bald spot Nick's got in the back of his head. I mean, ask me in 10 years if this keeps moving backwards. If I'd still rather have it, I might change my tune. But going bald from the back and like separating your hair, at least mine's all one contiguous piece. It's just really badly Lettermaning right now. You know how at the end.
What if it goes back and then like down, and you're just left with like this like dollop of hair on the front of your head?
It's Mohawk time. It's Mohawk time at that point. I got to make it.
Is there any situation where you have hair on your head, but you don't just shave it and just say we're bald?
Honestly, these power alleys get any deeper, it might be time. I don't know. I don't know. If the power alleys move back a little more, I might. I might. Klopogram says, if she takes the fall, how angry will that make you personally? Oh, not at all. I'm watching this the same way you guys are. Like, when I say that therapy and Al-Anon and all these stuff, that they help me move on and become a totally different person in my private life, like, I'm still going to be a here. Like, I'm still going to be an asshole here. It's fun. I have a good time doing this. It takes a part of my personality for a walk, and then I don't have to, I don't feel the need
to use it in public.
Yeah. Like, it's nice. But yeah, personally, no. I mean, I've said it before on the show. I'll say it again. If they do better, it doesn't make me do worse. If they do worse, it doesn't help me do any better. So it's just
no interest.
Yeah, I'm watching the ride, guys. I'm just like you. I'm watching the show. You know, does it tickle me a little when my name gets brought up? It's kind of fun that I shake shit up so much. But I mean, that's a guilty part of me. But if she takes the fall for them, look, that's on her. That's her decision. But I don't think she can. I don't think, I mean, like, the state won't accept her taking the fall for it. It doesn't work. Not only that, they have so much, like, they've got all of them so dead to rights that they don't need to let anyone take the fall. If someone tries to take the fall, we'll be like, we'll take all three of you. We don't care. We're trying not to. There's 5 kids involved here. We're trying to find one adult who will take responsibility for what they did and move on with their life. We're trying to give you your kids back. You got to remember, CPS is not a shitty organization, but like the main complaint about CPS, the main complaint people have around the country is that they're too lenient and they give people their children back too soon.
Yep.
And that's probably the case here as well. But what the state is trying to do is trying to go, look, we caught you guys. Everything's above board. The warrant is a solid warrant. Everything is good here. Take responsibility. Let's move on. And nobody will do it yet. You know, you've got 5 children. Admit you up. We love a redemption story. Get on that road. Nobody wants to. Klopogram says that's why people are thinking she's going to say it was all hers. She might take the fall and Nick might give her that second house as a thank you if the state goes for it. If you're trying to get your kids back from CPS, I don't think a second-degree felon is going to – I don't think they're going to allow that. to be honest. And also, you can't find the drugs in someone else's house and then pin it on somebody else. Like,
because it's not like it was in her bags. It was in a safe.
You understand that, like, the state has to accept whatever deal is out there. They're not going to accept that deal. And if she does it, that would be hilarious. That would be the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. I mean, you want to talk about cucked? You're going to take a second-degree felony and ruin your life just so this drug addict guy is impressed with you? Oh, that's like, I don't even think she's that dumb.
She's only doing that for the Mustang.
Right.